Hello and good evening to my placement course family. I hope you guys are doing well, right? Let's get started. So first of all, yes, see my dear friends, the things what we are going to discuss today, for some people will be thinking, sir, these are obvious things, right? But yes, some people will be thinking, sir, it's a common sense, right? But let me remind you, my dear friends, common sense is no more common in today's world. That is the reason you need to take care of the small things that I will be discussing in today's webinar. Yes. See, these small things can also help you to get a job, and these small things can also eliminate you from a job. Yes, it can also help you to get a job, and it can also eliminate you from getting a job. This is how these important things are going to be. All right. Now, whenever I discuss with people, whenever I had a word with people, whenever we are doing the survey, whenever we are doing the research, what is the problem with many students? The problem with many students is they are just focused on their academics. Even our parents are always forcing us, no need to concentrate on extracurricular things, you just focus on your studies. Say for example, there are some people who ask for money. Papa, mummy, can you please give me a money? I want to participate in this event, I want to go and do this kind of activity. Then whatever parent says, there is no need of doing this extracurricular kind of activities, there is no need of spending this money in this kind of activity, you just pay your complete attention in your studies. This is the kind of suggestions our parents give us, right? And this is what we have been doing. Irrespective of whatever marks we are getting, we are just focusing on our studies. Whether you are getting 40%, 45%, 80%, but people are just bothered about their education. People are just bothered that how we should complete our degree and how we should get a degree. This is what people are focused in today's world. But let me tell you, my dear friends, the competition have become so immense. The competition have become such at a huge level. Because of that, the interviewer need different parameters to make a decision. And that is the reason it is very, very much important for you to get success in those parameters as well. So what are those parameters? How you can be different from other people? Because I have been saying this thing from the first seminar, from the first webinar itself, that if you are going to tell the interviewer that you have a degree in XYZ technology, the interviewer is going to tell you that everyone have a degree. Tell me what is different in you. जितना ज्यादा आप दूसरों से अलग होगे, उतना ही ज्यादा आपका काम आसान हो जाएगा प्लेसमेंट मिलने के लिए. Right? I hope you guys remember my quote that you do not need to be great for getting a placement. You just need to be above few people. You just need to be ahead of few people. I hope you guys remember, right? That you do not need to be great to get your dream job. You do not have to do any kind of hard work. You do not have to do any kind of PhD. You do not have to study 18 hours, 15 hours per day. Absolutely not. You just have to be different from other people. You just have to do something different, what other people are not doing and what other people are not aware about it. So those strategies I'm going to discuss in today's webinar. And as I have, so first of all, what we are going to understand, whenever you go for an interview, you have to always reach early. See, you might have heard about this point from many people, that when you are going for an interview, reach on time, reach early, all those stuff, right? There is a reason why you need to reach early. It is very important. See, the reason you need to reach early before an interview, because you need to settle down with the environment of the company. Wherever they will make you sit, you need to first get settled down. You have to make your blood pressure at a normal level, especially if you are a fresher. We know the importance of an interview, right? We know the importance of a job, especially if we are going to apply for our dream job. We know how, if we are not able to clear this job, how much it is going to cost us. We know the important. The pressure is immense at that time. And it is very, very much important that you reach early. The reason for reaching early is you can settle down yourself. This is the reason number one. And the reason number two, the interviewer never like a person who is not on time. Yes, you are very good in your skills. You are very good with your confidence level. But if the interviewer will come to know that you are not on time, your chances of getting selected will be half. So this is the scientific reason why you should reach early. It is very, very important. No matter how much confident you are, you have to reach early because science plays a major role. You need to settle down. And if you're settled down, if you're calm, then you can crack and take the decisions fast, right? This is the thing you need to take care before going for an interview, that you reach early. Now, once you reached early, the second thing that you need to take care about it, don't forget around. Yes. What is the meaning of this? See, understand, my dear friends, nowadays, especially in this last 2 to 3 years, there are many people who have lost the job. There are many people who had the excellent skill and still did not able to get the job because of this problem. What is the meaning of fidget around? Anyone knows what is the meaning of it? That why you do not need to fidget around? I'll tell you what. See, the problem with many people is whenever you go for an interview, there are many companies intentionally, yes, listen to me very carefully. There are many company owner or there are many interviewer. They intentionally ask you to wait. Yes, they intentionally make you wait outside the room. Intentionally. Sometimes they are not busy. Sometimes they are not taking interview. But intentionally, they ask you to wait outside. And nowadays, many MNCs have started using this thing. They have started using this concept. Because in 15 minutes of interview, they cannot judge what character you have. Right? In the interview, everyone is going to tell good about them. Because till date, I have never met a single person. I have taken interview of more than 1,500 people. But till date, I have never met a single person who was telling negative things about himself or herself. All the people who met, they were telling, everyone was telling good about themselves. And you know that, right? Job चाहिए तो सब लोग अपने बारे में अच्छा ही बताते हैं. And 15 minutes, I cannot identify the character of that person. And companies want the right person for the company. They understand. If they select the wrong person for the company, it can cost them even more. So there are different ways of checking a person. There are different ways of checking what kind of person that is. So my dear friends, what you have to do whenever you go for an interview, you have to keep yourself in a calm situation. You have to sit in a professional manner. You cannot sit, with your crossed legs. You cannot sit with your phone scrolling just feeds, looking at the meme, looking at Facebook. And the interviewer may intentionally ask you to wait. So sometimes what happens now, we make expressions. Oh my God, from how much time this person is asking me to wait. This is the kind of expressions we meet. And the person who is sitting, beside us, we start talking about that person, what that interviewer is doing inside, why he's making us to sit like this, and everything is getting recorded, my dear friends. There are 90% of the chances where the interviewer have made you sit, you are under surveillance. And he's clearly having a watch on you. My real-time experience I'm sharing with you people. He's clearly having a watch on you, that what kind of person you are. Whether you are a patience person or not. If he's asking you to wait, he may ask you to wait for 1 hour also, 2 hour also, 3 hour also. So in that period, how is your patience level? What you are doing in that period? What you are doing in that free time? What is your body language during that free time? What is your attitude during that time when the interviewer is asking you to wait? You might be not aware about it. You might be thinking, you might be scribbling that why this person is asking me to wait. कुछ लोग तो ये भी बोलते कि इंटरव्यू का टाइम 11 बजे दिया था और 2 बज गया, अभी तक इंटरव्यू के लिए नहीं बुलाया. They start speaking such kind of things and they didn't even know that such kind of activities are getting recorded. So my dear friends, you need to take care of this point. Whenever you go for an interview, you sit in a calm position. You don't talk so much with your neighbors or the person who is sitting beside you. You just be focused. You can have a look on your resumes. You can change your resumes. It is not advisable that you use your mobile phone also. It is not advisable. You can keep your eyes closed. You can try to recall the things. You can sit in a professional matter. You can sit in a, you can behave yourself. You can keep your body language in a professional way. These all things you can maintain. Yes, sometimes the problem may be genuine that a person is busy. Sometimes the problem may be genuine that the interviewer is busy taking the interview. But nowadays, most of the time, they are asking you to wait just to check your patience level. And this is the mistake what many people do. उनको क्या लगता है कि when I will go in front of the interviewer, then I will take care of my body language. But understand, my dear friends, in front of the interviewer, everyone is going to take care of the body language. But what kind of personality you are outside the interview room, that matters a lot. That shows what kind of person you are. Right? So don't use mobile phone too much. Yes, once in a while, you can use your mobile phone. Don't, you will be thinking that is 1 hour for my interview. Why not to call my girlfriend and boyfriend, then chit chat with them? Use this time. Why not to use Facebook, Instagram to spend this time? No, please don't do that. If you want to get a job in your dream company, these small things matters a lot. Yes. If you're going to apply for a call center, BPO, then it's okay. You can behave whatever way you want to behave. You're applying for a 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 salary, you can behave, because these companies does not matter, because they are not paying you that much. But if you are going for a good reputed company, good dream company, then these small things matters a lot. Let's proceed further, my dear friends. Now, yes, you might have heard from many people that you need to dress well, you need to groom well. Absolutely, yes. See, now some people complain that why I should be judged on my dressing, why I should be judged on my hairstyle. Some people say like this. But understand, my dear friends, when you're going in a hotel, for a food, you do take care of that things, right? You check whether the hotel is in good position or not. You check whether the person who is serving you the food, how he have dressed, whether he is wearing good clothes or not. We judge, right? In the same way, when you're going for an interview, the interviewer also judge you, the way you have dressed, the way you have groomed. So it is very advisable for girls and boys both, that whenever you are going for an interview, make sure you go in formals. See, we spend so much of money for our phone. We spend so much of money for our shoes. We spend so much of money for our, other activities. But make sure when you go for an interview, you always have a better formal have for you. And yes, when you are having a formals, it shouldn't be that the shirt is too loose or the shirt is too tight. You're not going for a modeling job that your shirt should be fit enough. It should be comfortable. It shouldn't be so loose and it shouldn't be so fit. And if you're having a blazer, then it will be a better option. If you're going in a formals, that is preferable. But if you're having a blazer also, please take care of it. Nowadays, many people have a trend of keeping the beard, especially the boys. They didn't get a job, that's okay, but they are not ready to shave their beard, right? It's okay to have the beard, but whenever you are having the beard, make sure it is trimmed. Okay? And this concept applies for girls also. If you're having a formals, that's okay. If you're not having a formals, if you're wearing the traditional clothes also, make sure those traditional clothes should sound like a formal cloth. You cannot be too traditional. All right? The small things, you have to take care of it whenever you are going for an interview. Because first impression is the lasting impression. When you go in front of the interviewer, it lasts. All right? Now, this is very important point, my dear friend, that whenever, what about specs? Yes, you can have your specs. Absolutely no problem with the specs. If you're having a specs with you, absolutely no problem with that. You can have a watch with you, not that fancy kind of watch. It should be a formal watch. You can have a specs. If you have a specs, you can have a specs. No problem with that. There is no need of tie, but you can have a formal shirt, formal pant. And if you're having a blazer with you, that will be a good option. When you're going for an interview, make sure you have a file. Yes, proper file in which all your documents are arranged. And how you can arrange your documents? Suppose you are an engineering student, then what you can do, you can keep your 8th semester mark sheet on front. Your degree or your 8th semester mark sheet on front. You shouldn't arrange your 10th standard mark sheet, then your 12th standard mark sheet, then your first semester, second semester, third semester, fourth semester, fifth semester, seventh semester, and 8th semester. Absolutely not. First of all, you should have a file with all your documents containing in that file. First thing. Second thing, you should have your, what do we call it? You should have your 8th semester mark sheet. Or if you're doing MCA or BCA, whatever certificate you have, finally your certification should be always on top. Apart from that, then you have to keep all your certifications. Yes. After your degree, you have to keep all your certifications. You have to arrange all your certifications. Okay, whatever job you are applying for. Suppose I have given you the example of Accenture. Nowadays, Accenture is working on virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence. So if you're going for a job in Accenture, you can arrange the file, you can keep the certificate of virtual reality, then you can keep the certificate of augmented reality and artificial intelligence, and so on. But suppose you are going for an Intel, then you can keep the IoT certificate, robotics certificate, and so on. So whatever company you are going to apply for, arrange the certificates accordingly. And once all your extracurricular certificates are over, then again you can arrange your mark sheets. It is very important to maintain a file. Very, very important. See, because the interviewer have very less time, he cannot go through all the things. And these small things matters a lot. First thing, he's interested in knowing which degree you have, or overall what is your percentage. Second thing, he's interested in knowing how you can help his company to grow. So how he will come to know whether you are good for the company or not? With your certifications, right? With your skills. And believe me, my dear friends, he's not interested in your 10th standard percentage, 12th standard percentage, or how many KTs you have in first semester, second semester. He's not interested in all those stuff. So all those stuffs, you can keep it at the last. So first, yours should be the certification. Specifically, if you're having a resume on hand, then your resume should be on the file. And if you're not having a resume on your hand, then it should be outside. That depends upon you. That depends upon the interviewer's requirement. But if not the resume in the file, then definitely your degree, and after that all your skill certificate, and after that all your, 8th semester, 6th semester, 5th semester, 10th, 11th, 12th, all those stuff in an arranged manner. All right. Okay. Now let's proceed further and let's try to understand, be focused. Yes. Now you'll be thinking, sir, why we need to be focused while going for an interview? See, I'll tell you, my dear friends, many multinational companies, in fact, nowadays, many companies, when you go for a company, if companies are visiting to your campus, or if you directly go for if you directly go to the company's campus to give the interview, they have an orientation session. Yes. In fact, 90% of the companies have the orientation session. So what will happen? HR of the company will come in front of you and he will just give you orientation, not only to you. Like suppose the company have asked 50 people, they have called 50 people to the company to give the interview. So what will happen, especially the companies when they are coming to the campus, all the companies give the orientation. Means they tell about the company, what the company is doing, what will be your job role, what will be your job description, what will be the actual thing you will be doing after joining the company. So that is the orientation session. Now, this is the very important thing, my dear friends. Whenever a company person is going the orientation of the company, you have to pay your complete attention over there. Very, very important. I'll tell you why it is very, very important. Because when you go for the personal round of the interview, he may ask you He may ask you some questions related to the orientation. What things he have told in the orientation session, he may ask you some questions related to that, just to check that what kind of person you are. Just to check in the orientation session, you are giving your complete attention or not. So he may ask you any questions just to check whether your focus was there or not. So it is very important, whenever the companies are having the orientation session, you have to pay your complete focus and attention over that. In fact, if you have a time, you can just note down the bullet points, that what was the profit of the company in the last year, in which year the company was founded, who is the owner of the company, who is the founder of the company, on which projects the companies are working, what is the target of the company in next few years. You can specially note it down, so that just going for an interview, before going for an interview, you can just have a recap of all those things. And accordingly, you can formulate your answers. It may be or may not. It depends upon the mood of the interviewer. If he's interested in knowing to check your focus level, he may ask you the question what he have spoken in the orientation session. He may or he may not. But it is better that you be prepared from your side. All right. So it is very important to be focused during the orientation session. All right. Now, flexibility. This is very important thing, my dear friend. If you are going for a job, whether you like the job's timing or not, whether you like the job location or not, whether you like the work timing or not, without giving a second thought, you have to say yes if you want the job. It is very, very important to say yes without giving a second thought if you really want a job. Say, for example, if the company owner may ask you, are you ready to work on weekday, or are you ready to work on weekends? Then you can say yes. Absolutely, sir. I'm flexible to work on weekdays, weekends. Are you ready to work after the office hours? Absolutely, sir. If my project is not done, I'm absolutely ready to work after the office hours. Are you ready to relocate? Absolutely, sir. As I am a fresher, I'm willing to learn more and more things. So from wherever I can get the knowledge, I'm absolutely ready to relocate. See, the confidence level of the person matters a lot. How quickly you give the answer, that matters a lot. It may also happen. Are you ready to relocate? Suppose you are staying in Mumbai. If someone is asking me, are you ready to relocate to Chennai? I may think, sir, Chennai. Yeah, sure, sir. I'll be ready to relocate to Chennai. Are you ready to work in weekends? Are you ready to work on Saturdays and Sunday full time? Sir, Saturdays and Sundays also I have to work. Okay, sir, I'll be ready to work on Saturdays and Sundays also. See, understand, my dear friend, both the people are telling yes. The first person also said yes. And the second person also said yes. But what do you think? Which kind of person will get selected? The first person or the second person? If the interviewer have to make the decision between two people, which person he's going to select? Absolutely, he's going to select the first one, right? Both the people have said yes. But the way you are saying yes, it matters a lot. And as a fresher, whenever you are going for an interview, these small things matters a lot. And who are working in a single project, it is very important for you to be a team player. But everyone tells, sir, I am a team player. But how you need to prove that you are a team player? And if you are a team player, your chances of getting selected become more. Yes. Nowadays, most companies need a person who is a team player. But how they will come to know whether you are a team player or not? Do you want to know how? Or how you can prove them that how you are a team player? Do you want to know how? You know, my dear friends, how the companies come to know whether you are a team player or not. See, सब लोग resume में लिख देंगे, I am a team player, I am a hard worker, I am flexible, and all those stuff. Because understand, the person who is taking your interview, he have at least 10 to 15 times more experience than you. At least, I am telling. And he knows how to identify whether the person is a genuine person and how to identify whether the person is not genuine. They have their own way of testing. So what you can do, the best thing is we are having extracurricular activities, right? We are having extracurricular activities in our college. Now, you know, one of my students, Shushmita, got a placement in one of the company, Eco Meditech. What she have done in the first year itself, from the first year of engineering itself, she started participating in many extracurricular activities. I hope you guys know that in your college, there are many cultural festivals having. There are many technical festivals are going into your college. I hope you people know about it, right? Now, what some people do, some people think that this is the time to have a vacation. They think that 3 days of time will be happening in cultural activities and technical activities in the college. In these 3 days of time, we will sit at home or we will go to picnic with our friends and we will enjoy these 3 days of time. But understand, my dear friends, those extracurricular activities are not meant for enjoying. Those extracurricular activities are meant for participating. You know what will happen? We are so much comfortable. Before this coronavirus, whenever we are attending the lectures, whenever we are attending the colleges, has it happened with everyone that we always sit with our friends in our college, in our school or in our college? Has it ever happened that we always sit with our college, with our friends, right? Suppose if you are going to attend a lecture, we have a group of 4 to 5 people. We always sit with that 4 to 5 people only, right? This is what happen always, right? But if we are made to sit with some another people, we are not very much comfortable, right? But my dear friends, these extracurricular activities are meant for getting out of your comfortable zone. Whenever you are participating this activity, participate with new people, participate with people whom you don't know, so that you will learn how to adapt with new situations, so that you will learn how to make new friends, how to coordinate with them and how to work with them in team. This is very important. You know, this is what Shushmita have also done. She have applied for a GS. You know, she has applied for a GS in the first year itself. There was an extracurricular fest of technical coding or robotics. For that, the GS was the main person. She have applied in the first year, but she got rejected because she was in first year. So in the first year, she worked as a volunteer. In the second year, she went to the vice GS level. And third year, she became the GS of the robotics event that was happening in her college. And you know, she have framed her interview, those GS interview, in such a way, in the interview, when the interviewer asking, are you a team player? She said, yes, sir, I am a team player. So the interviewer asked her, can you give me any examples of your team player activity? She said, yes, sir. In the third year of my college, I was the GS of the robotics event. In the robotics event, we have to make the column. You know, we have to make the square. We were having the robotics competition. Every students will bring their own robotics car and we will have the competition. We have to make the square. If any of their car is going out of the square, that person will be disqualified. But the material that was required for making that robot, that square, was at the last moment was not unavailable to us. So what we have done, my part was to manage the people. But what I suddenly done, instead of managing, instead of shouting the person who was supposed to bring the square, what we have said them, we asked that person to ask one of his another friend who was coordinating for another event, because he was very close to that another event friend. So that person went to another person, he arranged that square, he bring that square, and this is how successfully we were able to manage the event. So basically, she was trying to tell the story. She was trying to sell the story to the interviewer that this is my team player ability. That an event which was not able to be successful because we were not having that square, but because of my team player activity, I made that event successful. So my dear friends, there are many, many different activities. There are many, many different extracurricular activities you can participate in. And you can tell the interviewer that, yes, this is how I have this quality. But the problem with 90% of the people is they are just writing on the paper. They are just writing on the paper. When the interviewer asks, how do you know that you are a team player or not? On what basis you have written a team player or not? No, sir, I think I am a team player. That's why I have written, sir, I am a team player. I think my parents say, my friend says that I am a team player. No, you cannot give such kind of answers. Understand? You are going for your dream job. You are going for a corporate job. You need to tell a story. You need to sell yourself. You need to make them believe that this was the actual situation you were. And this is how you will sound different from other people. Because if you will tell the same thing what other people are telling, your chances are gone. And this is how you can make yourself different. I hope you guys are getting my point, right? Now let's move ahead, my dear friends. Value addition. Very, very, very important point. Very, very important point. You know, when the interviewer is going to ask you why I should hire you, why I should hire you, you have to answer this question. Not because, sir, I'm different from other people. Not, sir, because I have many, many different certificates. Absolutely not. Because, sir, your company is working on such products. And I have worked on such projects before. And I can add a value. I can add my experience to your projects. So it is very important to answer this question in such a way that you are adding value to that job. You are adding value to that person's company. It is very important. You can formulate your answers according to the company's need. You can modify it according to the company's need. I'm just trying to give you an example that whenever you answer any kind of question, make sure your answer is adding value to the question that the person have asked you. Not just for the sake of answer it. No. Whenever you speak, you make sure that you are adding a value to the question that a person have asked you. All right. Again, social media, very important thing. Now, my dear friends, I have told you, right, that what you should post on your social media and what you should not post on your social media. By the way, how many people have cleared? And if you're telling that you're not on social media, you are still losing the game. Because social media is a platform, right? Now, again, I'm going to share a real-time case study. Like how Shushmita got a placement in ECO. She was a biomedical engineer. Yes, listen to me very, very carefully, my dear friends. How social media can also help you to get a job. Shushmita was a biomedical engineer. You know, not many people are doing engineering in biomedical because her percentage were very less, because she have got low percentage in CET. That time CET used to happen. AIEEE used to happen to get a job in, you know, engineering colleges. And her percentage was very less. And she have got a branch that was not in demand. That is biomedical engineering. You know, after completing her engineering, she wanted to get a job in biomedical engineering company only. So what that girl have done, she have used this social media in a very, very, very effective manner. And how you can also use this social media in a very effective manner, that's what I'm going to tell you. You know, that company, yes, the company that the girl was about to work, that company was working on polyamides. Yes, that company was working on polyamides. What is polyamide? I mean, polyamide was a kind of plastic. It was a high performance plastic. That company was working on polyamides. Listen to me it very, very carefully. Please listen to me it very, very carefully. Now, what that girl have done, she have listed down all the biomedical engineering related companies that she wanted to apply. You know, in 2016 and 17, Elon Musk have launched his startup Neuralink. How many of you are aware about the startup of Elon Musk Neuralink? Are you aware about it? If you're aware about it, just type I am aware about it. If you're not aware of it, you can type no idea, right? So, you know, Neuralink is working on some kind of electrodes, like they are just inserting a kind of chip in your brain, and they are trying to manage your brain. They are trying to control your brain. Suppose you don't have a skill of Python. So they will directly install the skill of Python in your brain with the help of that Neuralink chip. So that was the product launch in 2016 and 17. So the company in which this girl wanted to work, that company was having a branch in California, America also. In United States of America, in California, that company was having a branch also. And we all know that Neuralink have its headquarters in California. Okay. So how she have used her social media to influence the HR via LinkedIn and Facebook, that's what I'm trying to teach you people again. See, in the first part of the webinar, I have said you that you need to create your LinkedIn ID and you need to start connecting with HR. How you can connect with HR in a specific manner, that also I have explained in the second part of strategic session, right? So this girl have also connected with the HR and everything. You know, she was knowing that I am going to give an interview in Echo Meditech company. She knew that her interview was scheduled on some day. I don't actually remember the thing, but suppose her interview was scheduled on Saturday or Sunday or Monday. So what this girl have done, just before 2 or 3 days before the interview, she have shared the video of Neuralink on social media. She has shared the video of Neuralink on social media, on LinkedIn and Facebook. And you know what is the best part? The Eco Media Tech HR were also in his list. Means she was connected with the HRs of Eco Media Tech on LinkedIn also. She was connected. So what this girl have done, she have shared that video. You know, she have watched that video. She have shared that video on her LinkedIn profile. Suppose you are sharing anything on your Facebook profile, your friends can see, right, what you have shared. Yes or no? I hope you are aware about this concept. Yes. So the same strategy this girl have also used. This girl have shared that Neuralink video, and she knew that there is 70% chances that the HR of Eco Media Tech may see his video, what she have shared. And she have not only shared the video, but this girl have also written something in the caption. She have written that the company is working on probes. The Indian companies, all the Indian companies who are manufacturing polyamide. What is polyamide? It is a high performance plastic. And she have written in the caption that all the Indian companies who are working on polyamide have a huge chances of collaborating with Neuralink, because Neuralink will be using probes to manufacture that electrodes. And this thing, even the HR was not knowing. Understand, my dear friend, how she was trying to play with the mind of the HR. And these are strategies. These are important strategies. Means she was, before the interview itself, she started giving her interview to the HR in the indirect manner. Again, I'll revise the thing for you people. Listen to me very carefully. These small things, how it can make a difference in your life. Please listen to it very carefully. You know, 1 week before giving a job in Neuralink, in Eco Meditech, I was having a word with her. You know, I have met her in the college itself. I have already said, like, webinar and all those things I used to not take before. Before, we used to take internships and workshops. So she met with me. She was telling all those problems. Sir, I am from biomedical engineering. Not many companies are present in India for biomedical stream. What should I do? So all these strategies I have said. And just when she have got an interview call from Eco Media Tech, then I have given her the same strategy. All those things I have explained you. I have explained to you people also, right? That you need to connect with your HR, that you need to connect with the specific HR on LinkedIn. All those strategies I have given to you, right? The same strategies I have given to her also. So just when she have got a call for an interview, that your interview is scheduled on so and so date, she have called me back and she explained, she told her problem. Sir, what should I do? I didn't have good percentage. What should I do? So I have said her that you do some research what Eco Media Tech is working right now. What is the core product that Eco Media Tech is manufacturing? So after doing research, she told me, sir, Eco Media Tech is manufacturing polyamide, right? I told what is polyamide. I asked her to do a research on it. So she was doing a research for it on Google. She found that Neuralink have launched electrodes. Electrodes use probes. Probes is made up of polyamide. She have given me the hint. I have given her the answer. I told her, watch that video carefully. After watching that video carefully, write a caption. Write a caption that all the Indian companies who are manufacturing polyamide, they can collaborate with Neuralink in the future, because future is going to belong to Neuralink. And more electrodes are going to be used, and these polyamide companies can collaborate with Neuralink for promoting their products. This is what she have written in the caption as suggested. And she have written in the entire same way. Same way she have written. All right. She was connected with the HR of Mumbai Eco Media Tech. She didn't know whether the same person is going to take the interview or not. She was not aware about it. But the chances were 50-50. He may take the interview or he may not. But if he takes the interview, her chances of getting selected will become more. Why? Because that person have already watched her video. That person is already connected with her on social media. And that person already know what kind of research this person is doing. Even the HR was not having an idea that these are the opportunity our company can have. The HR was not aware about it, but she have done the research and she have created a story in such a way that the HR will get impressed. And you know, my dear friends, in Eco Media Tech, when she went for an interview, yes, that person have definitely not taken her interview. Definitely that person have not taken her interview. Another person have taken her interview. But you know what? Just after the interview, that girl have texted the person on LinkedIn that, sir, today I visited in Eco Media Tech for giving an interview. It was a nice time in Eco Media Tech. My results are pending, and if I get selected, I'll be happy to work in a company like yours. This is how she have sent her a message on LinkedIn. She have not told, sir, मैंने interview वहां पे दिया है, आप जरा देख लीजिए ना, please sir, you know na sir how hard working I am. No, she was not begging. She was just trying to give the indirect message to the interviewer, to the HR who have not taken an interview, but she have told her, sir, I have given an interview in your company. It was a good time. If I get selected, I'll be happy to work with you people. So rest is the history. She got selected. And why she got selected, we are not aware about it. But the chances are that HR might have spoken to the another HR. That HR might have given recommendation. That HR might have given the referral. And the very next day, she got a call that she is hired. Understanding my point. Understanding the power of social media, my dear friends. Yes. How many of you are blown up with this strategy? Thank you so much, guys, for attending this webinar. Hope to meet you soon with new strategies, with new tactics, so that I can help you to make your placement process even more easy. So till that time, take care of yourself and take care of your family, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.